I perform in the spirit of the Most High.
In the spirit of the Most High.
At the highest level of excellence.
At the highest level of excellence.
And creativity. We perform in the spirit of the Most High.
In the spirit of the Most
At
High.
the highest level of excellence.
At the highest level of excellence.
And creativity. Speak through us.
Speak through us.
Teach through us.
Teach through us.
Heal through us.
Heal through us.
Love through us.
Love through us.
Bless through us.
Bless through us.
For those who know, for those who don't know, this is our second year doing the Poetry Slam series. The first year we did it was 2012 here at the theater. It was poetry in August, it was rappers in January, and then it was rappers versus poets in May of last year. So we had $300 for poets, we had $500 for rappers, and we had $1,000 for poets versus rappers. So we're doing it again this year. We're going to do poetry, 500, rappers, 500, and then poets versus rappers, 1,000, with a twist. We're gonna talk about the twist later. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We're looking for 12 poets for this slam. It's gonna be 3 rounds. It's going to be 5 judges. There's gonna be 5 categories, and for each round, up until the last round, it'll be 3 minutes with a 15-second grace period. The topics for the slam is, one is inspirational. So inspirational is, you know, either, it doesn't have to be, but it can be of a religious background, it can be about spirituality, higher being, higher power in yourself. Something that's positive that everybody can kind of relate to. The second round is going to be criminal injustice system, that's what I like to call it. Basically all the injustices that the criminal justice system has faced, and why is it so important that we continually talk about it today. If you're a poet, if you're an activist, or somebody that's like socially inclined and knows what's going on. And then the last round is eroticism. I actually researched the term eroticism, and the term is to arouse, and it doesn't necessarily mean it has to be sexual arousal. It could be stimulating, it could be sensual, it could be spiritual, and that's pretty much it. So we're gonna be holding auditions right now. Anybody that got their cell phone on, put it on silent or vibrate. And that's pretty much it. And yeah, after the auditions, if you want, feel free to stay. If not, thank you for coming. Got some juice in the back for people who's thirsty, and that's pretty much it. And yeah, so who wants to go first?
How you guys doing?
All right.
We good, we good.
Soul. You just call me Soul for short. When it comes to my poetry, people seem to have a hard time understanding my style. I mean, it's not that hard really. I just don't sugarcoat it with all that bullshit. It works for some, but I can do without. The thing is, I'm not here to impress you. I'm just trying to express myself through the art that I chose to use as my tool to expose my soul to the world. I was always a quiet dude, but with these words, I finally found my voice. I finally found purpose, along with the courage needed to help my dreams flourish. All I ever did was dream, but now these words are bringing my dreams to life. So despite the hard nights, I trust my heart's right when it beats, in the rhythm of the conviction that I hold for the vision of my ambitions. With the emotion that I'm evoking, I'm promoting my devotion to this art. It means everything to me. So the least I can do is dedicate my life to it. And with that, I'll put everything I am in these words. So listen carefully because this is me. Not a copy, not a clone, nothing but original with a mind of my own. So when it comes to my style, I like to keep it simple. I'm not a rapper. I'm definitely not a poet. I'm just a regular dude who's speaking from the bottom of his heart.
My name is Oren.
All right. Like him already.
This is my first time, really.
Oh, okay.
I've been writing poetry all my life, but people have asked me, like, to perform here, and I've done it. But the audition challenge me, so I just came through. I don't really care about the process.
Well, let's go. We popped your cherry. Let's get it.
So being that y'all told about the 3 different pieces it would be about,
Yeah.
I'm gonna focus what I do based on that.
Okay.
So maybe I'll start with like a sensual one.
Whatever you want. Just
You appeared first as an image. I thought I created you, but you were for real, so I creatively baited you. I dated you, I loved you, I hated you, I soulmated you. The same things we related to. Food for thought, we had a plate for 2. I sat down and ate with you. I agreed with and debated you. Now I admitted times I wasn't always straight with you, so as fate would do, it went between good, bad, and great with you. When problems would unravel, I traveled across a state or 2, all at the price of leaving twice of the faith to wait with you. I berated you, I dictated you, this gets equated to, my eyes seeing the size my ego can get inflated to. So now I deflated through, properly reinstating you as a priority, but it's probably just too late for you, because you're gone. And I don't know if you'll be back, but I'm waiting for you. Thought you was weak, you had the strength to leave, I underrated you. I feel cursed, but if the roles were reversed, would I have stayed with you, or left behind, or that was made with you? When we were back there, I thought my black hair would have grayed with you, and I can still remember the first time I laid with you. You called me a hero like there was 0 things I was afraid to do, but my fears had never conveyed to you or displayed to you. I betrayed you, boo. Times when you needed me, I evaded you. I should have aided you. Instead, I watched your move fade to blue. What? To give another chance to something that I prayed you do. And time again, I persuaded you. The same game I replayed with you. I played with you. I wasn't at all the person I initially portrayed to you. Every one of my relationships I masqueraded through. I was committing the very sins that God forbade to do. So the rain that he cast, that was all of your pain from the past. It was years of your tears on my last parade with you. Now I'm missing my nights and days with you, and I'm doing things I never did, like bringing home bouquets for you, placed in a vase with you. I'm writing love letters that turn into essays for you. My words are painting Picasso's and Monet's for you. Now I long to sit in the sun and catch some rays with you. But what's wrong is it didn't get done before parting ways with you. Now I sit here in the days with the fixed gaze for you, and my voice is weak, yet I speak nothing but praise for you. And though I'm sure a simple phrase would do, the complexity of not having you next to me has left in me a craze for you. My memory is grouping replays of you. I imagine our reunion and wonder what's the date that fate delays it to. Now I'm sure the pros and cons of doing so weighs on you. And if you're like me, the thought makes goosebumps raise on you. I want to march into another month of Aprils and Mays with you. In June, I hope soon this separation phase is through.
We taking a 15. We be back with y'all.
Untamed?
Yeah. Verbal.
get that fucking shit on my.
Bring it in, son. There you go. Look how long that finger is, son. You got ET beat.
Yeah, that was it.
That's what you say.
All right. Royal Highness, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So so basically, I'm telling them if we stop you in the middle of your piece, we just continue to do something else. That's pretty much it. So, Royal Highness.
Lady on the set, Al.
Hi.
Hi.
My name is Leanna. I'm from Hollis, Queens. And I am a varsity junior in college.
Nice.
I missed the first part of our work. I'm not really sure what pieces you're kind of looking for, so I'm gonna just spit.
Yes.
Okay.
Like, right, damn near what? Like, right, damn near right. That was the chant I was forced to memorize as a child, and those are the same 5 words that helped me to identify with Malcolm X and right, damn near right. Images of beauty differ greatly within his autobiography, but I just keep going back to how proud Malcolm was to have a white woman on his arm, and I just keep going back to how Malcolm was to have a white woman on his arm, and Sophia's looks, mainly her race, gave Malcolm bragging rights over they were seen together, so he made sure they were seen together, and right, damn near right. Malcolm's mother was so pale she could pass for a white woman, yet she despised her own complexion. She hated the slave master's blood that ran through her very veins as a constant reminder of her mother's rape, as a constant reminder of her own mother's rape, and as a result, she reflected that same self-hatred onto Malcolm as a fair-skinned, red-headed child, and right, damn near right, damn near right. Malcolm's father was as dark as the night, a pastor who practiced the teachings of Marcus Garvey, suffered an untimely suicide. I mean an untimely suicide, but was it murder? Nevertheless, I digress because there was an injustice performed of another kind. He was so subconsciously mind-washed by society that it had forced him to favor his lightest child, Malcolm, and right, damn near right, damn near right. When Malcolm moved to Boston to be with his sister Ella, he discovered a new way of fitting in by conking his hair. Lifetimes of shining red naps turned into flowing red hair, and in his novel, Malcolm describes conking as a mutilation and self-degradation of the body in order to look pretty by white standards, and today, conks are known as perms, and I myself have been guilty of wanting one. I mean, I was just too black to be white and too white to be black. It was like no one knew how to manage my biracial hair. Being in class, I was asked to sit in the back of it because teacher said that the children couldn't see the board behind my massive amount of afro curls, and right, damn near right, damn near right. I grew up with this line, this thin line that I was walking. Where am I? Am I light? Am I bright or am I white? I don't know, but Malcolm, he helped me. He helped me to figure out that it's not about what side you are on, it's about what side you choose to be in, and I would prefer to empower my race instead of trying to assimilate into another. Right, damn near right, damn near right.
Is this beautiful essence of this golden brown wrapping around your carbon-coated fibers of natural superiority truly black? See, we need to learn how to let go of all the formatted ways of time that have exterminated and eliminated our higher thinking minds that have connected you and our skin color to this emancipation of a word. But see, we lift up and we uphold this word like it is God. Destroyed by lack of knowledge, destroyed by lack of unity, destroyed by a chamber of dark caves and heavy chains within our mind frame. See, we paid our time, our souls, our essence, our own very being of a culture to be dimmed down, down into the deep pits of darkness of a filing system, into senses, to our senses, a sensor to our senses, closing the third eye, disbanding the trilogy of man, woman, and child, but we are a universe. However, we are stuck inside of the systematic Rubik's Cube of a paradox, stuck inside of a time frame of revolutions, and with all our African-American masterminds, we never found a solution to our evolution. It's almost like we've fallen back into the nooses tree, back into the chain gangs and songs of hope. Pastures, what happened to our freedom train? What happened to the courage of Tubman Shotgun, or the rebellion of Nat Turner's sword? What happened to the astronomical mind of Banneker, or the scientific scholar of Carver? What happened to the powerful voices of Martin and X? We've diminished the concepts of the talented tenth. The web was Du Bois misinterpreted and destroyed. It's a scattered dream into a far-off memory into a scattered dream. Inhaling a black stigma into our black souls, exhaling a black plague of black rolls. All this madness make me feel some type of way. Some type of way. Make me feel some type of way. Wait. Because I feel a certain type of way about this misconception. A certain type of way about the shares, the likes, and the hashtags, and this high definition. No, I mean the high definition of the stereotypical stag of the word black. Now I just remain crying for my people. Crying like the same man in part one, but only because of the way we act towards one another. The way that I get treated, disconnected, egotistical, cool-driven nightmare with the disownment of practical cause, but I have a dream. Yes, I have a dream. I have a dream. Matter of fact, I see a dream. And that dream begins with the regeneration of our children. I see a dream where we will reshape, remodel, and reorganize our culture. I see a dream where history will be written in our words, our titles, our poetry, our essence, our music, our sex, our lust, our love, our men, women, and children. I see a dream in each and every one of you. But you gotta see it too. I see a dream where we are not subjected to the word black. Nice.